There's been a recent string of catalytic converter thefts in Bowling Green, making some drivers question if they can do anything to prevent it from happening to them.
Yeah, in fact, in the last week, there have been 8 reported stolen, and police are noticing that Hondas are a specific common target. Steve Iwanek, had a chance to speak with one of the victims who says the theft is now leaving them with thousands in repairs.
Your car shouldn't sound like what Maurice Austin sounds like.
I pretty much knew right away what had happened. I'd already heard about it going on.
Austin says someone cut the catalytic converter off his 2003 Honda Element last weekend. He discovered it Sunday morning while it sat parked at Cedar Park Apartments in Bowling Green.
And they cut part of the exhaust manifold off, so I had to cobble everything together.
Yeah, they really did butcher you there.
So far, Austin says he's paid $100 for a Band-Aid, but it still needs surgery.
A new catalytic converter for this is almost $1,200 just for the part.
BG police say his case is one of 8 catalytic converter theft reports filed over Memorial Day weekend. 5 of those reports involved Hondas.
We've seen a lot of older model Hondas and Toyotas that have been targeted, and some of that's just because of the concentration of metals that are in those catalytic converters.
Now, catalytic converters contain precious metals like palladium, which thieves can sell for cash.
Just extremely difficult to cut.
Thomas Burson owns Catstrap. His company makes anti-theft devices for catalytic converters.
As soon as that metal value starts climbing, the thieves come out. So that's what's driving it.
Burson says right now palladium is selling for about $1,400 per ounce. But he says the average converter only has around $200 worth at most. So it's a small payday and a big bill left over for drivers.
That's what's so frustrating about the situation, yeah.
Police say apartment complexes are especially vulnerable because large parking lots make it easier for thieves to blend in.
If I'm gonna, want to ride a roller coaster, I go to Cedar Point because there's a lot of them there, right? For an apartment complex, there's a lot of vehicles.
For Austin, the theft now leaves him facing repair costs he says he simply can't afford.
Living on disability, I live on just over $1,000 a month, so there's no safety net. It's impossible.
Wow.
Yeah, very frustrating for Maurice there. We talk about, what police could potentially do in these situations. Well, I talked with Deputy Chief Scaff there, and he says this summer they're going to be having more unmarked cars patrolling those areas, some more bike units going near apartment complexes, as well as having drones in the air if needed, if there is another sting that they're starting to get a lead on.
What can people do to try to prevent this from happening?
It's the age-old question when it comes to this topic. There really is only so much you can do, but police say park in a well-lit area if you do live in an apartment complex. You can buy anti-theft devices like the ones at Catstrap that are hopefully going to help you out, or you could even paint your catalytic converter to try and have it blend in with the rest of the parts that are on the underside of your vehicle. But at the end of the day, you're at the mercy of people just being a good or a bad human being.
Oh. Wow. Crazy, unfortunate, and frustrating for a lot of people.
So.
Steve, thank you.